Hello, we're back again, looking at Atlantean Treasures, which landed its first jackpot winner just a few days ago. Lucky winner won about 13.5 million, which we think was in New Zealand dollars, about €7 million all added up to. So as you can see, the mega jackpot's gone through the 9 million mark already, and the major's up to 53,000 now. It's about to go up to 54,000 right now. So there's a good amount in both of the big pots. I haven't played this game for a little while. It was out in February this year, so it has taken too long to land its first winner. As you can see, I've got £60.13 in my credits from playing the original Mega Moolah a little while back. So I'm going to increase my bet from the minimum, which is £10. I'm going to double that up. In fact, I'll go to 30 because I've got enough for 200 spins at 30 there. I won't play through that many. I'll probably just play through another 15-20 minutes and see how we do. So let's get started, and as things happen I'll explain to you what goes on. Now this slot it pays both ways, so it's a big difference from the original Mega Moolah, and also the absolutely mad slots, because there's only 10 pay lines, but as you can see, you can win from left to right, as we have done there, but also if you get lucky you can also win from right to left. This has been used on quite a few popular slots. I think Starburst was one of the first to start using them, and that proved really successful. So I wasn't surprised to see Mega Moolah slot come along with this on offer. What I have found is with this game, it does play a little bit more, a little bit on the tighter side at times compared to the original Mega Moolah. You don't tend to win quite as often, but what I have found is you tend to win slightly more when you do. So you give with one hand, take away with the other, I suppose. But as you can see, I'm already that's the other main attraction of this slot. When you land with wild, you get a free respin. Wild will stick in place, expand to cover the entire reel, and you get a free respin. And we won £2.55 on that spin, which takes us back into a small profit on the session. The best thing to get with the wilds is if you can land 2 or even 3 of them. You can land 2 with the wilds on 3 spins, which is great. It gives you a much better chance of a bigger win in the base game. So although I've got a win there, we can trigger a respin and hopefully that. If you can see at the bottom it says there, increase your bet and increase your jackpot chance. Obviously the more you bet, this is the same with any Mega Moolah slot. It's not just particular to Atlantean Treasures. Any of the Mega Moolah slots you play, the more you bet, the more you increase your chances of triggering the jackpot. What I found is on these games, it's the 7 and the bar symbols that give you the bigger wins. And what you saw then was one of the gold coins going into the clan. That now means we've got a slightly better chance of triggering the jackpot bonus game. And there's another one. The more of those you collect, the better your chances are, together with the size of your bet. If I was going to ramp up my chances, I could increase my bet from 30 up to whatever I wanted really. But I'm not going to do that because we just want to see how the spins play through. Spin. Again, as you can see, we've not really lost any money on this so far. We're still on around £60. I've been playing for about 5 minutes. There's no free spins bonus in this game. There's nothing to trigger free spins. The main bonus is, well, the only bonus really is the Expanded Wild. Unless you trigger the jackpot bonus game, of course. Which is difficult to do, as you've probably been watching my other videos. I've done a couple. And I've actually done another video which I didn't bother publishing because it didn't work out very well. All those sessions I've been playing for about 20 minutes and I haven't managed to trigger it yet. That's pretty standard really. You can trigger it, you may not trigger it. My best session ever on Mega Moolah was on the original game, and I triggered the jackpot bonus wheel twice within the space of about 20 spins, and I won the mini jackpot and the minor jackpot, both within the space of a couple of minutes. See, we've dropped down to about £55 now. The win with the bars and the sevens is where your money is on this slot. And obviously the more of those you can get across the lines, the better, especially if you can hit the wilds with them as well. But unfortunately the main occasional one, but no. One thing with this game I do think is that there is more, because there's no free spin cards to try and target, there is more. There are only 10 pay lines, so they're fast lines. But as you can see, we've been able to profit it's the bar really. What I like about this as well is in the background, if you see, every now and then you can see bubbles popping up and fish swimming past and stuff. I don't know if you can hear in the background, I've got the sound of like trickling water off my aquarium at home, so it's a bit like watching that. I think of all the Mega Moolah slots, I think this one is the nicest looking. I like the way they've done the jackpots on the left of the reels there, and the giant clam with the gold pearls. That's a nice little touch. I just think it looks nice. Also, it looks a bit more modern than some of the other games, particularly the older ones. One was a bit wild in the middle there, would have paid nicely. You can see I'm still spent any money into this. Still about 60 when it started, 70 when it started. What I do find is that people who tend to lose their money on these games tend to bet too much compared to the back row. Mine's £62.20 now. I would not go above £30 per spin, and if I drop down to about £40, I would change that down to £20. There's no point trying to chase your losses on a slot. The odds are never in your favour. I'm a firm believer in the more spins you can play, the more chance you have of landing a win. And then the key is knowing when to quit. It's alright saying quit while you're ahead, but it's more difficult perhaps to quit when you're behind. But if you can do that, then these games are really good fun. Played just over 10 minutes now, and so far I've spent about £1.20, something like that. Sorry, about £1.50, about 60 in total from my original balance. These games are not, if you play it at the right level for your bankroll, these games are not high variance. They're not going to work the way through your bankroll and leave you with nothing very, very quickly. Even wins like that 30p one, they do add up over time. Just takes a bit of a quiet spell here. That does happen. Slots are variable by nature. There's a lot of beads in that one. I'm just going to have a quick pause here so we can have a look at the pay table. Well, that's just the progressive trigger symbol which we've been collecting. Each time you collect one, it gives you a chance to trigger in. So any spins that you don't have one of those land, it means you can't trigger the jackpot wheel, which is slightly annoying. But when you're paying for, you're playing for sometimes just 10p a game, you got to realise that the minimum bet on like is 25p to trigger the jackpot. So there has to be some kind of give and take somewhere. There's the expanding wires and the respin. They can only land on the middle three reels, as you know. And they're the bigger paying symbols. Like I said, the bar is the one you want to land. The bar and the 7 they pay considerably more than the others. But there are only 7 symbols on the reels, which is why you tend to win relatively frequently. Anyway, we'll go back to play. See all these ones that do not have those don't offer me a chance at jackpot bonus. Well, that one did, but as you can see, I didn't manage to trigger it. oddly, I believe that's exactly the amount of money that I started with. And we've played 15.5 minutes near enough on the slot, so I've had all those chances of winning the jackpot. Essentially I haven't spent any money, and I'm actually still playing with the profits I earned from my earlier sessions on Absolutely Mad and the Mega Moolah slot. So it's, you know, to my mind, I'm still playing with my bonus it doesn't actually show that in my balance, as you can see, but I haven't added any more money, which goes to show that, you know, you don't have to put a deposit into your account. You know, play through all your spins, all your bonus, and end up with 0, and then put another deposit in a couple of days later. You can be more subtle about it, and you can eke things out. I would like to land a bar win before we finish, because they can be quite impressive. And I do like these 10 pay line win both ways games. They're relatively simple if it's not getting it, it's pretty straightforward. It's not too complicated, there's not 15 or 16 different symbols or 12 bonus games to play through. These games are great, they're straightforward, you know what you're going to do. And generally they pay pretty well, as you can see. It's just that the bar seems to be a bit elusive today, which is unfortunate. I have actually achieved my biggest ever win on a slot like this. It wasn't this game, it was a slightly different one. But it was a 10 pay line and for a stake of about 25 pence, I did well over £100. That's my biggest sort of markup win. And it's just the minor jackpots on Mega Moolah. They don't happen very often, but they are nice when they come along. Because I rarely bet with, you know, you'd call big money see the win both ways coming in really useful, because on a standard spin that wouldn't have paid out, but win both ways, I'm on £3.30 on that one. When you do land a wild, you do tend to win, even if it's just a small amount. It's quite obvious. You know, it doesn't tend to be too often you land a wild and nothing really happens for you from it. You do tend to win even a small amount. Chance of the jackpot bonus, but we didn't unfortunately trigger it. I'm going to play on for another couple of minutes, not changing the battle. because they can pay out excellently in this game. As you can see, there we go. See if it works. No, sadly not. Didn't get a trigger. No mega jump options. Give these another couple of spins, probably take it down to £75. I'll leave it there. I'll play another few spins. Get it down to 75. Like I said, played at the right level. Most Mega Moolah slots play similar to this. This is not by any means. One thing I've noticed is if you can hit those 4 and 5 simple wins across, it doesn't half make a difference to the overall size of your win, especially if it can be the bar or the 7 symbols. That's when you really start. Nearly down to 75 now, so once we hit there, you can see how the more golden pearls we land in the box, the more it tends to fill up. There we go, I'm going to leave it there because that means we've made a nice £15 profit on the session. Again, didn't trigger the jackpot wheel, but that's pretty standard. This is a cracking slot. Only 10 pay lines, but win both ways makes such a difference, and those expanding wires are, fabulous, especially with the 7 and the bar symbols. That's where you're making money, as you saw in the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again on my next video when we look at the Mega Millionaire slot.